Hi, this is Stephanie. You're watching Stephanie Over 60 Makeup and Opinion and All Unfiltered. Over the last several videos, I have been experimenting with my neglected products, mostly including foundations, concealers, some eye products, some lip products. And today we are going to move on to blush and lipstick and finally maybe close up this series. Let's go on the hunt for a blush that I haven't used for a while. Found it. This is the NYX Buttermelt blush. This is in the shade My Buttuh, and it is like a purpley color. It's very pink, but I'm not 100% positive that it is going to be a good fit with the eyeshadow. So I'm going to use a little bit of bronzer to warm up my face, and then just use a little bit of this just to bring some added color. Bye Bye Pores bronzer in the shade Beach. It has a little bit of a fragrance to it. It's not obnoxious, but if you don't like fragrance, it might not be your favorite thing. I'm gonna take a round fluffy brush, just sort of roll it in there. And then I'm just gonna go up here. If I give myself a little bit of bronze, that purpley pink won't be so stark. The only reason I'm using it is because I have to stay on track with what haven't I used in a very long time. One of the reasons I've stopped using these isn't because I don't like them. I love them. I actually think they're very pretty, but I've gotten to where I really enjoy cream blush more than I do a powder. I find that cream blushes are just more skin friendly. They stay longer. They're more versatile. They're not as harsh. They don't leave as harsh of lines. Sometimes my skill in applying blush, especially the powders, isn't that great. So that's why I've kind of gone more toward the cream blush. Okay, I'm gonna use this BS Small face brush. It's flat, it's soft, so I won't hopefully get too much product, and boy, you don't need a lot of this. So I'm just going to start up here and just gently tap it. I love me a purpley pinky fresh looking blush. And these have a little bit of shimmer to go along with it. They have some shimmer. So starting out conservatively and moving my way and adding it as I go. Now, when it comes to blush with me, is I start using it. I don't necessarily go up in my temple and do it all like the way the rules say. I like to put a little bit on my forehead. I like to put a little across my nose and then just basically flush my face with color. I think that was probably a pretty good choice because I do have sort of a rosy toned lid color going on here. So that worked out really well. I'm happy with that. Now for the scary part, I got to put something on my lips and I hope it doesn't trash them. Any one of these lip products could be the offender. It could also be the lip liners that I've been using. I do not know, but I'm going to take one for the team today and I'm going to apply something. And as soon as this camera stops rolling, it's coming right off. This might be a little bit pale, but I know it's not going to fry my lips. This is the Buxom Full On Plumping Gloss in the shade White Russian. So it's probably going to be a little pale, but I know it's not going to trash my lips. And I think it's got enough action to it to where it's not gonna wash me out too badly. Here's a product I haven't used in a very long time. This is the NYX lip pencil in this shade Pale Pink. This is not a great shade for me, but I think that it will complement the lip gloss that I'm using. so that it doesn't look so I don't look quite so washed out, hopefully. What is in lip products that just trashes our lips like that? Dang. Okay, I think that works. I think that's good enough. So is there anything in this pile of what I just tried that I haven't used for a long time that I'm probably going to get rid of? I think the one category of things that I definitely am going to have to get rid of are every last one of my lip products, except for probably this one. And depending on how my lips respond, I'm not sure about this pale pink NYX lip liner, but I have a feeling that all of my lip products are starting to irritate my lips, so that's unfortunate. For health reasons, they're probably going to have to go. So these will probably be the only two that I keep. Hopefully. You've gotten this far with me, that's great. If you enjoy my content and you have not yet subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you would give that consideration, or maybe even a thumbs up. I will be making some shorter videos from this entire content, so they're not quite so long, including a 60-second video that I like to add some 80s music, which I think is really fun to do. So I really appreciate you stopping by, and hopefully I'll see you next time.